Yeah, we've got going into round 2.
Going into round 2.
Let me just spam it a couple of times here.
So here we go. Look at these fancy new...
So I did notice this morning.
What's that?
Kyle also has 1 point. Because
him and Lyle you're right. You're right. 1 orb in the board.
Okay.
Didn't see it.
All right.
My apologies to Kyle.
But yeah, we've got these fancy new little in between the rounds images to start bringing you guys because
they look so good up right now.
Because Brett is awesome and designs all this stuff for us to help make it more entertaining and a little bit easier for you guys. So now you can kind of see how many people we had playing this evening and how people have done during their rounds. So nice little mix of players. 2 people did kind of draw there at the end, Lyle and Kyle. A couple of people had a little bit of tough breaks in the first round, which happens. But we're going to be watching 2 of our players that are sitting at 3 points each. I believe round 2 is...
I got you, don't worry.
Jeremy versus... Or am I on... that's round 3. Okay, sorry. Round 2 is Chris Keller versus Eric Bloom. So, now that we know who the players are...
How is the order determined for that graphic? Now, basically...
This graphic?
How he did. Yeah, that graphic right there. If you take a look at the sheet, I'm going to have you clear it for a second.
Okay. Bam.
Whether or not it was correct... Here is the left, here is the right. I just went left to right. Because most of the time you had 3 and 3, 3 and 3, 3 and 3, 3 and 3. It is when you get further up that you have the 12 points versus, the 15 versus the 12. It becomes a little bit easier. So this is in no way, shape, or form the graphics that we have, the standings versus tiebreakers, things like that. However, this was just the easiest way to get the information up there for you guys.
Exactly.
So
Chris Keller.
Chris Keller versus Eric Bloom.
Eric Bloom is currently sitting 12th, and Chris Keller is 15th.
That's right.
So nice kind of middle-of-the-road players there, continually to try to play, showcase players that are continuing to do well in the standings, or at least doing well the night of the tournament, because everyone seems to vary on how they do. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Timer has started. Good to go. And here we are. These games are pre-recorded. We play Magic on Tuesdays, so we will record the Tuesday prior up until this Monday. So last Tuesday were these games, and then we'll stream them up for you guys on Mondays.
Yes.
That's probably the most ridiculous way to explain that. However...
yeah, so that way we can be able to sit here and put overlays up and stuff like that, and we don't have to worry about not playing in the event.
Right.
Like, we want to play in the event.
We're super selfish,
we
is
are.
what we're trying to say.
And the internet is not the best. We could, because Jeremy's awesome, we could, have him help us get things set up.
Yeah.
But we want to play in the event, and this seems to work out well. We do not watch the games. Oh, Whip Stars.
Whip Stars with the follow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So we do not watch the videos before they come up. We love to be able to sit here and kind of learn what's going on with you guys. And this match is a blowout, I'm hearing. So we'll have to see if that's the case. I mean, okay. This match in general, most Tron players kind of groan.
They do.
When they face against Infect. And there's a reason for that. Like, if you are playing quick enough, there's... Oh! AK Cracker, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So, really, if you're playing quick enough, and they don't have, like, a turn 2 Pyroclasm, or a turn 3 natural Tron into Karn or something like that, you're in a lot of trouble. So, I guess that's they're rolling to decide who goes first.
That's kind of gross.
turn downs for who decides to go first. That's not where you want to be, I don't think. No, so like Infect can do very well usually in this matchup, unless, of course, you face against some very skilled Tron players that get very lucky, I would say. Because the skill does have a factor when you're playing against a Tron player.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, the natural Tron into Karn is pretty... I mean, there's stuff that the Infect player can do, but speaking from experience, a lot of the time, it's lights out.
Right.
There's just so much way to control an Infect player's board with Karn liberated sitting on the battlefield.
And we don't have very much ways to interact with Planeswalkers.
No.
So
Liliana the Veil, also pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
All right. Forest into an elf. Oh, yeah, and Chris Keller is one of our players that likes to play his lands in front.
Yep. And I don't know if we'll ever foresee a rule coming our way, so you guys just keep playing lands in front.
Keep playing lands in front until we, get, I don't know,
right.
Wizards tell us, no, you're broadcasting Magic, you have to keep those lands in the back. No. So we see a lovely white border tower, and 3 Infect coming on over with a Rancor attached.
Oh my.
So that's a good way to start. I mean, 3 damage on there or 5 damage. Like that could be another nice way to do it too. Is if you have a Might of Old Corrosa,
sure,
and just say, all right, cool, you played that. You played your map. Well, all right, here's 5. Yay!
Cry Anderson with the follow. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm upset about Blood Moon too. Don't you worry. That's why I'm playing a completely different deck now, so I can deal with decks like Blood Moon.
Alright, so it looks like a forest. That is not what Eric wanted to see.
No.
I don't know if he has Pyroclasm in hand, but, that's... As an Infect player, you see that, you're not that worried. So, we see Gataxian Probe drops Chris Keller to 18 life, and that's a scary looking hand if he had some more lands to go with it or had a few more turns to stay alive. So we see a fetch land comes down, groundswell, landfall trigger,
okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, and he already took 3. That would be 10.
Scoop it up.
Game 2, guys. And that's kind of what we were talking about. No natural Tron, no Pyroclasm. Alright, guess I'll
just go ahead and die, and we'll move on to Game 2.
Yeah. Oh, Oblivion Stone. Yeah, Oak Stone is one hell of a card.
Oh no. Disqualified. What happened?
Uh-oh. Yeah, now everyone's very interested. Okay. Looking at things... Okay, he's got at least a Pyroclasm in the main, it looks like.
Yeah. Smart.
Yep. Oblivion Stones are in there, 2 of...
Ooh.
Wormcoil.
Ulamog.
I don't know how many Ulamogs he's running. But you could probably afford to shave on some Ulamogs. What? Shoved my chair in too hard and apparently shook the table.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it was deemed aggressive behavior. Huh. Interesting. I guess there are those rules for those sort of players, and I guess maybe if it takes place like right after you lose and you're just like upset and like push it in and it shakes the whole table and maybe people drop cards.
I mean,
on the floor.
I'm just saying, it seems pretty strict.
That is, like, I would say, a warning. Hey, don't do this again this tournament. If you do, you will be DQ'd kind of thing. But, like, I don't know. That's harsh.
So what does Eric want to bring in? You play Infect, All
right. If I'm in Eric's side, I hope he's got some Kozilek's Return in a sideboard as well. But like you really got to kind of shave down a little bit on some of those high costing stuff. Like Ulamog's a great card. If you can land one, you can win pretty much. But you need stuff before then. So I don't know.
Can I tell you how much Chris Keller loves Dryad Arbor?
I keep telling him take it out of the main board, but
he loves Dryad Arbor.
Yeah, I don't know. We even a lot of the lists that are running around, people are still running in the main board, and I just shake my head at them. I'm like, yeah, but if that's your only land, normally if that was a fetch land or a basic, that you would be able to keep that. But now you might have to be more likely to ship that hand because you don't. All right. Ooh. Okay.
Windswept.
19.
Fetching. Into a breeding pool. And Eric's already got 2 pieces.
Could we see a natural Tron here?
Oh, no.
Now, that's another thing. We did not see any maps or anything come down. Oh, okay.
No, he did have a map. He just never got to use it.
No. He has a map in hand?
No, I mean for... I thought you were talking about the first game.
Oh, no. I like here, because he's got 2 Tron pieces. Power plant. Is this 2 plants? I can't remember what the rock one looks like.
Come on, dude. You used to play Tron.
I know. Urza's power plant.
Blighted Agent is played on Chris Keller's side. And,
Alright, columns. Yeah, okay. So he is sitting with 2 power plants.
Okay.
So, not 2 Tron pieces right now. Well, 2 Tron pieces, but not towards his 3. He's sitting only with 2 mana.
And it looks like he had to discard a scrying. Gosh.
Oh, no!
Well.
Okay, so Eric sat there. Was that 3 Pyroclasms in hand?
Yep.
And basically said, I have to keep this. I can't not keep this hand. I'll probably draw into a mana rock and be okay. I'll probably draw into something. Oh, it's starting to rain. Yay. I'll probably draw into something to interact with you. But no, nothing came up.
Nope.
And yeah, we're seeing some stuff come in from the sideboard for the players, but like
2-0.
That hurts.
I think they told me it was a total of 5 turns?
Yeah, that was 10 minutes. There.
Yeah. So super quick when Infect gets exactly what it wants. I mean, what was that, turn 2, turn 3 for Chris that second game? I think it may have been turn 2.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
No,
turn 3. It was turn 3. Turn 3. That seems about average for an Infect player. It
was turn 4. Because he played Blade Agent on turn 3 and then pumped it on turn 4.
All right.
Game number 1 was turn 3.
Okay. All right. Either way, when you're an Infect player, that's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of pump spells. Here we are.
That was exciting.
You weren't expecting to see us so quickly.
Right. Welcome back, guys. And that was round 2. Okay, so we at least have one more round before we get into the midway through discussions and everything. And we've got some cool images for you, too. Because now we can see our standings after round 2.
Here we go.